that you're missing the major. Vitality missing the major with the names they have on this roster, that would be shocking for them.
No, it would be. It would be a ridiculous upset for Mouse to be able to steal that spot away from them. Because that's where we are. That's what we're looking at. This best of 3 tonight decides, of course, what tonight is this morning. I'm still waking up. Yeah, but it's got so much impact to it. Because if you lose this, you are out of the RMRs. You are not going to the major. Your story ends here. If you win it, there's always an opportunity to deal some damage live in the flesh at a PGL major in Antwerp, but you have to win this series. We go into the second map now. Mouse on the CT side. Vitality will be your tease.
And 2 nade sets from both teams. We see the smoke and the molly on Magisk. Smoke flash on Apex. The full nade set for Dexter. So lots of utility on the map right now for a pistol round, and there's Dexter swinging out. No armor, full nades, he doesn't care. Swings, finds the headshot onto Masuda as the cross smokes come in.
Oh, the flash out. BMAS wanted to make a bold play, but he takes a bullet to the head and gets shut down by ZywOo. Debris goes running up towards the site as well. Dexter tapping from behind the smoke. And they're going to start to slow it down a bit. Yeah, still a minute of time to work with.
With how much time they have left, they're just like, all right, we don't even need to take this fight while they have their smoke up. We can just wait. We have tons of time. So they are just waiting. They're holding on the ramp. They're seeing what Vitality, what Mouse is going to be able to give them as Dexter finds the headshot onto Dupree. That's 2 for him on the round. Bomb dropped in an awkward position. They need to be able to recover it as the tags come in and ZywOo covering. Gets the kill onto Dexter. Gets put down by JDC, but the flank is coming.
Oh, Apex shooting feet like Quentin Tarantino and eventually goes back down to get the bomb planted. Magisk, he's coming in from short as well. Sees 2 of them. Big dink onto JDC, but Torzi with a USP finds the adjustment. All now on the 1v2. They're defusing a bomb. He's got to push up. He's got to hit the shot, but he's tucked in. It's not planted for him. Nothing you can do. Mouse, take the pistol.
Yeah, Magisk just not feeling comfortable taking that fight. He didn't have the armor because he had invested in all that utility. 1 versus 2, he doesn't want to swing out on short as they're both looking at him. But once his teammate went down in sight, that's pretty much round over. He was on the flank, bomb not planted for him, no armor. And no way for him to even close the distance in time. Even if he found both kills on short, he would have to run all the way across elbow, swing into the site, and then kill Frozen defusing, but he had a kit. So pretty much as soon as the player in sight died, that was just unwinnable for Magisk.
Yeah, no win condition in the round. Nothing to be found. A Mouse with a map and the opening pistol now in the coffers for them. And Torzi, he was an absolute demon with the AWP. This time he's got a scout stationed towards Car, and they are going to peek into him. Battle of the Scouts working well for Mouse. BMAS, he's just going to play close with the Famas. Flash comes round as well. He peeks back out. Support of Dexter's also there. And Vitality finding nothing with the investment here into the second.
Now they do have the scout on Apex. He should be able to get into pit. ZywOo has the dropped AK as well, so they're not out of this round. Tons of damage has been done. BMAS and Torsi are both low. He's tucked away in the corner, and he's not going to be able to get away with this. Nade comes in to do quite a bit of damage, and Apex answers onto Dexter in sight. So this is the danger. This is the risk that Mouse was running. They overcommit. The scout from pit finds the headshot onto Dexter. And now the cross smokes are coming in. They're going to be able to get across towards the site. They do still have that kit smoke on Frozen, which could be the difference maker, as they're going to boost over and see if they can peek out, find anybody peeking above the site. They're not able to see the 2 CTs playing around the smoke as the counter boost comes in now. But these smokes are going to fade.
ZywOo? Oh, it looked like he was watching towards it, but instead, big tag onto Dupree. Both of them on 17 HP, but JDC, he's not alive. Flash goes out. The last 2, again, going for another boost. They put BMAS on the elevated peak. It's not going to help. 1 versus 3. Frozen heads out into CT, and this round looks like it's gone.
Yeah, the AK drop for ZywOo, and that's the impact we needed to see from him. We were talking about how important he is for this team. At one point, the #1 player in the world, 2 years in a row. And just fell off on Nuke there. Just wasn't able to have the impact towards the later stages. But here on Dust2, early on, the hero AK passed over to him in the previous round. He finds 3 kills. 3 massive kills for them as they reset Mouse's economy after losing the pistol.
And it looked like a scary start. Didn't really feel like they were going to find much from it. But in the end, they get the round. And now you should find a quick follow-up as well. But Frozen, ooh, on a tight angle with a deagle, slaughters Dupree. And they've got so much map control because of this. You pushed out through upper tons. Dexter can run up into T-spawn as well. This could get a bit dicey. Apex might get shot in the back of the head.
He just might. They're all looking around. No one's looking for the T-spawn flank. They don't expect this aggression. And Dexter, oh, he wants to drop in, but he doesn't want to make the sound cue. So he is just going to walk and flank. The info here, oh, this is such a good call from Vitality to go down towards the middle, though. Now JDC spotted it. He's taking a ton of damage, though, and somehow full blind still lands the headshot onto Masuda. The flank from Dexter's now in as JDC with a second. He got tagged down to 20 HP, playing close behind the door. Magic's nade from beyond the grave is going to find him, but it doesn't matter because Torsy's in the back, and another Deagle headshot for him, and Mouse answers straight back.
Oh, JDC. It stands for Just Deagle Kills with a C, Davey, because he's killed 2 of them. The fact he gets away with that when he's fully blind. Then you get the flank from Dexter that was developing so slowly like a Polaroid throughout that round. Mate, that's madness.
I can't believe JDC full blind gets that kill on the player close door. That's crazy enough to begin with because he was 20 HP. So I don't remember who the T was that swung out through the door, but whoever it was, he just needs to land 1 bullet and JDC's dead. Full blind spraying the Deagle, lands the headshot, somehow swings out and gets a second as well. Just unreal. And it's that exact moment where Dexter's flank comes in. I love the call from Vitality also to go down towards middle and try to walk out mid. That's such a good call in that situation because you know after pushing upper B, they're going to be holding B tunnels control. Likely you would have 1 player watching middle, just 1, right? And then you would have 3 over towards A. So going out mid makes a ton of sense. They just weren't able to find the kill on JDC, and somehow he gets 2. I can't believe from that position with 20 HP, full blind, he finds 2 kills.
Yeah, no, that is massive from him. And a force war's already starting to happen here. So Mouse take the pistol, Vitality get the follow-up. Mouse take another round now, just on the pistols. And now round 4, hanging in the balance in a bit of an awkward spot. 1 rifle on Dupree.
Yeah.
We get 2 Deagles, a Tech 9, and a P250 for Apex.
I feel like you almost gotta just toss that AK over to Zaiwu, right? After what happened last time?
Oh yeah, with him being 6-2 as well already. Give him the gun, feed the hot hand.
Yeah. I think it's gotta be done. But Dupree wants it. It's his, so he gets to keep it. Bought it with his own hard-earned money.
Zaiwu's at least with him. So if Dupree does fall, Zaiwu could grab the gun. And he does still have armor. So they've crept out through mids. Well, out through lower tons, up on short even. There is going to be a little jiggle there from Torzy, trying to get a read. They're close on the stairs towards short. Dexter has got the M4 towards car. He's looking back at the site now. 50 seconds on the clock.
And Mouse have given up a decent amount of map control here. That's why they're playing the 2-1-2. 2 inside a B site, that 1 man in CT spawn. That's Torzy. And because they have long control, they just have the 1 player over towards ramp. That's Dexter. So Vitality, they've taken mid, they've taken it slowly, and they've taken it for free. They haven't had to use really any utility to get this mid control. So they still have 3 full nade sets here. Only 30 seconds remaining, though. The bomb is out middle, and is the play the mid to B, or is this going to be the fake where they go back up towards short? Now everybody's grouping up, and this is the mid to B play. 1 player outside of the window here, and that's Frozen. Gets his first, can't get the second. Traded by Masuda, and it's all on JDC. Tucked away in the car, 15 seconds. Trying to hide his head, pops up, managed to get the second. Can he find the third? Everybody's missing. Apex can't land the shot, Magis can't land the shot, and Torzy's rotation in is going to find the final frag.
JDC. He's already had so much impact onto Dust2. And we're only 4 rounds actually played into the game. This is crazy, dude.
How has nobody hit him?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's just standing there. Shoot him with your gun.
Just Famous chopping everyone up. It's like Butcher Pete at the back of the bomb site. He's chopping that meat. And now Vitality, their money has been chopped down to absolutely nothing. It's just Glocks.
They've got a full save, and Mouse, for them, they need to just get through this round without anybody dropping, right? That is the big thing for them, because Frozen and JDC are broke. The other 3 have a decent amount of utility built up. Not utility, money. So they just need to not lose any players here as Dexter, making it very close to Glocks. Just not able to do the damage. Rotation's here to try to save him, but Dupree, he wants to run him down. He wants this kill. Can he get it? Yes. It's a very small, very, very small victory there for Dupree, but he's like, I gotcha. I gotcha. You didn't get away from me, buddy.
Shot his gun as well. Break that one.
Pop. Pow.
And it looked like he actually was going to survive as well, man. Awkward fight onto some of the short players, but when he realized it was just Glocks, he's like, okay, let me just take my time, line these up, cuts his way through them. A mouse, 4 rounds already established now on the CT side, but comes back out for Vitality. ZywOo, he has a scope, but it's not exactly the weapon he'd be hoping for. It is the scout he's working with. Spots him towards middle, fires off a single bullet, but no actual tag.
And he actually needs a scope to line up the smoke he's throwing right now. That's the one that lands on the hinge towards door, but you can throw it from T-spawn, but you have to, he found this really weird lineup where you have to like double scope in on a certain spot on the wall, put your crosshair on the exact point of like this little smudge, and then you can throw your smokes. You have to have a scope to line it up. That's probably why we see the scout coming out. And then there, Magisk, he's trying to face towards B, but the double play posted up, the change in elevations. So they're both waiting for him. He walks around the corner, and Frozen finds the frag. Opening pick again, going the way of Mouse here. And this is pretty much the first gun round.
Yeah, this is the first legitimate round of CS we're really seeing here onto Dust2. Frozen, he's still fragging hard. 3 kills already picked up into the round as they now establish their way out through short. Torzy can get himself into the game. He's been waiting this whole time to strike with his AWP. And ZywOo, stuck at top middle, who grabbed the AK. BMAS is coming. He's got his crosshair in a good spot for this one as well. So he takes him down. 1 versus 4. 40 seconds left on the clock. Shuffles his way back through T-spawn. Frozen's pushing out. He's only on 8 HP.
Oh, no, this can't be allowed. He can't be allowed to get away with this. He might just be considering saving at this point. He is going to clear to his right. So Frozen should... Oh, never mind. Frozen's just insane. I was like, he's going to clear to his right. Frozen should drop. So that's another gun taken away and then just immediately just one-tapped in the face. Like, yeah, that's right. This setup's cool. I like this. It's a little bit risky. If the pop flash comes in and the T's go for a rush, you're kind of just dead. But you're taking the risk that they're not going to do a B pop in the first gun round, which is a safe risk to take, I think. Playing the odds on that one. So Mouse, I mean, they started off well, right? They won the pistol. We can see the round breakdown up top there. They win the pistol. Vitality immediately ecos them back, and it's like, okay, Vitality's map pick. Now they're going to start to build up a lead on the T side. This is going to be very good, you know, yada yada yada. And then Mouse eco them right back, and you're like, okay, interesting stuff. And now Mouse on Vitality's map pick are up 5-1 on the CT side. Now remember, historically, Dust2 would have been considered a T-sided map.
Yeah.
And even now, you know, it at the top levels on LAN, it has gone over a 50% win rate for the CT sides. So that, probably for the first time in Dust2's history, it is now technically a CT-sided map.
Ooh. Dexter. He peeks out on mid, using the utility as well. That nade's massive, all the way up towards the palm tree. Masusa takes a bit of damage. And they're again going up short. Torzy. He was so good with the AWP on Nuke. Problem is here, you might be overwhelmed by the sheer push if they come running out. If they can get his crosshair dragged off the angle, they might be able to force their way onto the site, and then it's down to BMAS to do the damage. He's got the flashbang pulled. We'll flash over the top so he can peek out. Jump up from Torzy. He peeks into them. But BMAS, he's going to be able to battle back. Clean kills established. Dexter's also here as well. And it's just left on Magisk toward middle. No opportunity there. The only magic trick is that he disappears.
Yeah, they had the utility for the execute that time, but the player tucked away in Goose was really a difference maker. That flash he throws as well, for those of you wondering. You'll see lots of pro players throw that flash when they are tucked away in Goose. That tree that's coming up around the corner actually blocks the flash from being visible. It doesn't block the flash from blinding everybody. It doesn't have like that wall effect. But it does block the vision of the flash, so the T's can't actually see it as they go scaling up. And ZywOo, he's boosted, and he is actually going to be able to find the frag. Torzy over-aggresses, ZywOo finds the kill, and now aggression. They're trying to answer for Frozen, who pushed lower. They're not able to find him. He's able to get away, and there is the answer back from BMAS. That's Apex going down towards top mid. So it is the 4 versus 4. But 3 players for the CTs over here towards the B site, and they need to go aggressive. They can't just stick in this positions they're in right now. Molly and Flash comes in, gets the clear in upper B, and now they need to find a way to re-clear out middle. Everyone's collapsing on it. You can see 3 of them there. Smoke comes out. Make sure there's no aggression out mid at this point in the round. Once this is determined, we may even see another push towards mid. Instead, it's going to be the boost for Frozen to hold the short push. But the 3 Ts, they're out long.
Frozen. Where's Dexter? If they go walking out through the doors, they have to win out against Dupree. He's waiting for the face. They crouch walk in, but he gets both of them. That's huge. Difference now. You can push up safely. He's then going to go in for the flank round onto the back as well. So JDC could get shot in the back of the head. And the CTs aren't really in a position to take this round anymore. It's all about the save. There's the smoke on B. JDC flash over the top. Dupree's just going to sit inside of it. Oh, tried to walk out, but BMAS will spot him. So they can at least save both of these guns.
Yeah, great fake from Dupree there. Not only finding the 2 kills in middle as they go for the push, but also running into that B site, recognizing where the rotations are going to be. He runs in, drops that smoke on the door, and that just pulls that player away. Pulls BMAS from A. He was in CT spawn. He was holding for the long cross. And the double kill from Dupree is just absolutely massive there in middle. You can see the crosshair placement was messed up by the crouch peek as well. He had to adjust and flick down to get that headshot. And then the second player swings out, so he has to readjust back up and immediately lands both headshots. Not as easy as it looks. He made it look easy right there, but those adjustments, those vertical adjustments in the moment when things are happening so quickly are not easy.
So Vitality finally take their second round of the map here on Dust2. But they need so much more. It is crazy that we are staring at a reality here, Davey, where names like Dupree, Zaiwu, Apex, legends of the game, of course, that might not be able to make it back to the major if they lose this series. Because Mouse...
Oh, here's the lineup. Stick on him.
Hang on, let's see if we spot it.
See, so you have to double scope in, aim at that like bottom right point of that smudge, and then jump through the smoke, and then it lands on the hinge at the mid door. Yeah.
That's one to steal.
Yeah. It's not as easy as you think, actually. Like you think, oh, I'll just do what he does. Double scope on the smudge, throw the jump through. No, it misses, man. It's not as easy as you think.
That is freaky. Torzi. Playing towards middle. Zaiwu with the AWP out. Oh. Gets flashed off as he tried to peek in. He's going to go for it again. There he goes over the top as well, Apex. He takes a bit of control towards the top of short. HE's going to be dropped back from Torzi onto his teammate.
And again, Dexter's tucked away in Goose. So Torzi's up on the lip. He's holding for the short aggression. Dexter is just going to be baiting. He's going to be tucked away inside of Goose, hiding in the corner, allowing Torzi to take all the op fights that he wants. Full blind finds the pick on Apex before the flash pops. And that is going to be the mid to B call off the back of the info. Now they know the op has rotated over towards the A site. Resmoke has to come into CT. There's 2 CTs in the site. They don't have the utility to stop this.
Close on the door. There's the wide swing. It's Frozen. Will be slain by the AWP. A rapid turn from JDC.
Oh.
He goes peeking back out on the window as well. Puts the barrel in the belly. Pulls the trigger but can't take them down. They've got the site. They've got the bomb planted. And it's all on the 3 versus 3. Zaiwu playing off the bait of Dupree towards the window. The angle's being watched. Torzi, he has this scoped in. If there is any aggression, if he hits the shot, maybe there's a possibility to play with this one. But time's ticking away. They're walking up. Dexter's going to be spotted. That's the first phase from Dupree. There's the extension back out. Zaiwu drops off. Flash over the top so BMAS can go running in and attempt to bombard him down. He's going to be watched with the AK. And with no real time, they're going to save.
Wow, they had 2 kits. The players are low. They knew that Masuda would have been lit, but Zaiwu actually finds the pick on BMAS as well, so they don't even get away with the guns. Mouse, they were so worried about that mid flank. You could see there was 2 or 3 of them committing to clearing out, making sure no flank was in middle. As yeah, coach, that's the admin calling for the pause actually by the looks of it. I guess the coach probably... There's probably like a rule. The coach isn't allowed to signal to the players anymore. So the coach probably has to signal to the admin, pause, and then the admin has to go and tell the player to pause it. Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
Time.
Yeah, time. Timeout.
Tea. Chamomile. Earl Grey. Hot.
Orange Pico.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. And this game does have some real tea. A lot of potential drama that could happen here if we do see Mouse taking this series.
What a mess that would be. For the Vitality fans, I mean. Like, obviously, it's not a mess that Mouse wins. Like, good for them. If they win, they deserve it. But Vitality fans be in shambles.
Oh, yeah. You would see a lot of ruckus on the old social media. 6-3 right now, though.
Here we go again.
Lining it back up.
He better not have just cycled nades.
Yeah, I did see that.
If that, look, maybe his molly bind is right next to his smoke bind and he just accidentally hit it. That's fine. I can accept that. But if he just cycled nades, I'm going to have a problem. Frozen not realizing how close he was to actually finding maybe even a kill there through the smoke. Flash comes out towards short. Dexter wants to go aggressive. He's playing close in the doors. And if he decides to walk in, oh, you see Apex is holding for it, though. They know that he's in the area. They're worried about him. Does he decide to push forward? The op is left, and he almost finds the kill onto Magus, but he just can't get it. BMAS gets the kill onto Masuda towards long. Re-aggression is coming out, and they're not even looking towards it. So he thinks he just killed the lurker. But there's 2 more Ts. They're walking out. They have the bomb. And it is Zywoo with the op. Torsi gets Magisk on short. As the walkout middle, nothing going their way. Zywoo does eventually get one back, but it is just the 1 versus 4 that he's going to have to pull off if he wants to win this one. That's a good start.
Gets the snapshot off onto the back of Frozen. He's pushing his way down aggressively towards the bottom of middle as well. JDC's right here. Zywoo, as he comes out.
Oh, Zywoo! He got the tag! Oh, man! Imagine.
God.
Imagine if he hits that flick. B site's open, then it's just a 1v1 post plant.
Yep.
My God.
That was absolutely grotesque. God damn. The fact he got the tag in. Look at it. Yikes.
Dude, that is freaky from Zywoo.
Oh, mate.
You saw JDC after he was looking at his teammate laughing too, like nervous laugh, like, oh yeah, that was close, wasn't it, guys?
Wow.
I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
Easy round, guys. My, oh my. A 7-3 scoreline here. As Mao's really starting to run away with the game. No money for Vitality either, so the Tech-9s are going to be whipped out. And this is scary, Davey. The longer this goes on, man, the bigger buffer Mao's are building up.
And they've just gone for the half buy. They don't want to fully invest into it. They didn't have the money to get everything they would want. You go for the half buy here, get that op back out onto Zywoo for the next round. As you see this time, Mouse, they want to fight for middle. They have them grouped up here. Dexter's off short, 1 player close to the doors, and then obviously the man throwing the nades. Flash towards lower is actually perfect, but Frozen gets a little bit shy of it there. He doesn't want to fully swing out into lower. If he commits too hard, and there's, somebody at the back who wasn't peeking when the flash popped, or someone saw it coming and turned, etc., then he just drops for free. So decides not to commit to it once he hears multiple footsteps. JDC at the back here, and actually, he has his USP out, raining out some shots through the smoke. They're all inside of it, and Frozen's tucked inside of the smoke. JDC finds 2, and it is going to be Frozen. He gets dinked. Dexter responds from outside of B, and Dupree, he wants to go aggressive, but Torsi's ready. Lands the off shot. Mouse, despite a little bit of a scare there when JDC got caught switching guns. Yeah, again, he's having a laugh about it. I feel like JDC Cam is almost as good as Apex Cam.
Dude, JDC Cam is my favorite. I will say this now, out of everyone, even back from the Americas and the Asias RMR, he has been the most fun player to watch with some of just his facial features. Yeah. He's so invested and it's beautiful to see.
There is something after every round.
Yeah, he's always good for the reacts. Oh, Torsi.
What?
How? I mean, he fired off the... Oh no, Torsi, what are you doing?
What is going going on? The double miss from Torsi. Somehow, neither one of those shots landed. The second one looked like a little bit more of a miss than the first one, to be fair.
Ooh, this might be a hit, though, from Dexter.
No way.
He's walking up. They've got their backs turned. Says no read. He's able to get two. He just gats his way through them. Backs up towards T-Spawn, but Zywoo's there. Strikes against him. 3 versus 4, Davey. This round is just ridiculous.
And now Torsi, knowing that the op of Zywoo was in T-spawn, wanted to take that face towards long, but he missed his timing. They're walking all the way up. They're about to peek him. They're not even going to throw any nades. Can the player in CT save him? Yes, he can. Frozen makes sure that his teammate stays alive. And what a round of Counter-Strike. This has been so back and forth. The timings have been ridiculous. As Zywoo, he's looking for the frag, finds Frozen. Now he has time to get away. 50 seconds. He sees the op. Oh, he spotted him. He's no, get on top of the car. It's driving me crazy. The headshot lands. There's still one player tucked away in Gandalf. It's the 1 versus 2, and Zywoo needs the ace.
He runs up towards the site. He whips out the bomb, and he knows he's going to be peaked. The problem is B-Mass from Gandalf. Oh, he stops it then and there. I nearly had a heart attack in this round. There was so many just weird peaks, weird fights. Zywoo slipping off the bonnet because the car's just been polished. I don't know what's going on.
And the instant swing from B-Mass is actually what puts him down. Zywoo, you could tell he knew he was in the position. He was worried about it. If he had just moved forward and planted in the middle of the site so he had that box cover, could have made the difference. Because B-Mass, as soon as he hears that plant go in, as soon as he hears the tap, the immediate swing comes out. He knows it's going to take him some time to pull the op back out and ring out the shot. Oh my God, what a round of CS. I can't believe how that ended.
JDC still having a great
time.
time.
Always.
Oh,
it is just funny, just how opposite Dexter is.
Yeah,
just absolute, just stone-faced. Just if you see him smile, it's like, oh, that's cool. It's nice. Look at him; he's having a great day.
Yeah, really enjoying himself. And I'm sure all of the Mouse fans out there absolutely are, because they're leading with one map. They won on Nuke, and right now they've got the game in their back pocket here on Dust2. Frozen with an aggressive play, but Dupree will slay on the AK. And Dexter, he's reacted. He's up there. Dupree's going to see him. This 1v1 could affect the outcome of the round an awful lot as a teaser wrapping back round towards B. Zywoo has the bomb, and he's there with Deagle.
And they want to close on middle here. You can see Dexter now going aggressive into upper B. Drops that smoke. There's 2 players outside of it. No way. Okay, he's going to try to phase this as Zywoo walks past. Oh, now Masuda, he's walking into him. He knows. Surely he knows now.
What?
He must.
What?
Yeah, he knows. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, you're being stopped in the middle of B tunnels right now. There's no obstacle here. You must know. It was a nice try from Dexter. Zywoo walked right past him, too. If Masuda took the same line as him, that might have been perfect. I actually like to think, and I don't know if this is true, obviously, and I don't think we'd ever get a real answer out of him, but I like to think that because Zywoo walked on the left, Masuda intentionally walked in the middle just in case to
clear the smoke fully.
Just to clear as many, potential things as possible. I like to believe that's what happened.
Okay, so long control again being played for. That's a big tag, and it turns into the frag eventually as Zywoo stops Torsi. Oh, what?
He doesn't even need the op.
Oh, mate, give him the M4. Let him maul everyone. He's out there like a panther. The claws are coming out, and he's ripping his way through the defense on the A site. Zywoo, hits the headshot onto Frozen. B-Mass, he's going to peek up and take a stab at the round, and it's all on JDC. The world's most animated man. Can he keep them in a round? No, the flashbang goes out, but Apex hits the shot.
And they have the op, so they just go for the face towards long. They're like, all right, no problem. There's a rifler in pit. We can take this fight. Torsi drops, and he's like, okay, well, if Torsi dropped, that's fine, because I can just pick up the op and kill him. And Dexter finds out immediately, no, you can't. No. Zywoo with the A1S finds both kills on the oppers peeking from top of sight. And so Vitality now, they've broken the economy of Mouse for this last round of the half. So we're not going to see the op for Torsi. It is the scout. And so Vitality, I mean, this half was looking so good for Mouse. It's already a good half. But if Vitality can pick up this last one, then they saved it, right? They've saved their T-side half. Now they can go into the CT side. hopefully for them, with a 9-6 scoreline, and try to start bringing this one back.
The one thing I will say, though, Mouse, we've already seen what they can do with the Deagles.
Yeah.
If that happened again, soul-crushing. Absolutely soul-crushing round to lose. It could be horrific for Vitality. Zywoo does have that AWP, though. Watching towards middle for the cross. Fires off the warning shot, and it's not going to do too much. Mouse, heavy stack towards long as well. HE goes in. Will blow off a single toe from Dupree, but as he responds back with the AK, PMAS actually tucks into pit. Luckily enough, they are going to be able to frag back against them. Run through the smoke, Dexter on a Deagle. He hits the headshot on Apex. They're running back towards the car, but Magis with the timing, he's already got out through short. He's trying to shut it down here and now. And they will be able to get a good grasp on the 15th round. JDC in a 1v3.
Yeah, he would have to do something absolutely ridiculous here to pull this one off. He's trying to peek around that Molotov. Bomb hasn't got into the site yet. Now it makes its way in. Support is there. Another Molotov comes in. Flash is actually good, but Dupree just gets unblind at the right time. Swings out, lands the headshot. So it is the 6th round going the way of Vitality. And remember, they won the last 3 in a row. So when it was 9-3, you're looking at potentially a 10-5, 11-4, hopefully, you know, if they're lucky. Instead, they win the last 3 in a row. So they get 6 now. They win the second half. Pistol, potentially tie game.
This series has had so many crazy twists and turns. And if there was ever a map where Zywoo needed to come alive, right, this was absolutely it. 19 frags to his name. The individual performance time and time again has been huge. Whereas for Mouse, everyone's performing well. They're the 5 fingers on one hand right now. The frag distribution has been so close the entire map.
Yep. But also it has to be said, Dupree with the AK, 2 rounds they won on that T side was him finding multi-frags in middle with the AK. Can't go understated. As Apex finds the opening onto Torsi towards top mid with this P2000. They're all grouped up on the left. He spotted them all. He still wants to keep fighting, though. His whole team is here. They have him backed up as Frozen lands the headshot with the Glock and JDC with the P250. Vitality overstaying their welcome towards top mid. They found the opening. They commit to the setup, and now Malice has traded it back.
They send 2 players back towards long, and they've arrived just in the nick of time. Dupree with a snapshot onto the first and the second. And Dexter, he's the only one that's still alive and kicking. He has the P250. He's going to be walking his way up. The bomb drops slightly further forward. Masuta waiting on the angle. He's worried about the face from pit as he clears back towards the left. He tried to tap in, but it can't be done. The Vitality, they get the pistol that they absolutely needed. It got dicey. It got dicey after the first 2 kills, but they still get it.
Yeah, Dupree with the re-aggression towards long again. The double headshot. How many times have we seen this from him this game? That's at least the 3rd or 4th time. This first shot's nice. Second one again. The crosshair placement's just perfect. Masuda's the one to finish it off. So Vitality, they do pick up the second half pistol that they needed. And this is so these buys. I remember the first team I saw really actively do this were the Brazilians when they were on Luminosity, right? The Fallen, you know, for their lineup where on Dust2, Fallen would just continuously buy scouts while the rest of his team would play the economy normally. So right now you have everyone else saving. They're going to buy next round. And then next round, again, Torsi's going to have a scout. And he's just going to keep buying that scout because on Dust2, the scout can just open up a round completely, especially in this second round when you're up against FAMAS, MP9, the 1 M4 of Magisk, right? You have a scout long range against a FAMAS. That can do the damage.
Problem is here, the FAMAS is just going to frag its way through everyone, and Apex, he wants the ace, holds it down. 5 kills go his way. No room for a trade at all there. They just run into him.
It just, I'm like, I do this whole build-up for the scout and how you can find opening picks with it, you can do damage long range with the FAMAS, blah, 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 and then they just like W out mid and die. It's just like, all right. What's like the one place where the scout's going to be like pretty useless? Like right there. You could try walking out upper B with it. You can go for long picks. You can walk up short and take the fight towards ramp. There's so many things you can do with a scout. Rushing mid's not one of them. As Vitality goes for the mid rush, and it's Dexter and JDC who find one apiece. And now the scout from Torsi rings out. That's going to be the tag landed onto Apex. He's going to have to fall back. So now Vitality, they're just returning the favor. Like, no problem. You guys rushed mid for us last round. We'll do it for you guys this round.
Vitality might have gone a bit too bold in a round like this. Torzi
What the?
flicked off as he spotted him on the side of the scope towards middle.
dupreeh is being so freaky. Just walks all the way across mid and then walks back. Somehow gets away with his life. I can't believe he survived that. As the bomb is toward bottom. Look at him, he's doing it again. Oh, he's got an MP9, Jack.
He's absolutely mad. Just dupreeh things. 2-player set up on short as well. Apex tucks into the close left. The angle's being watched, and Dexter's going to see the head. Single tap is all that's required. Flash over the top, and JDC follows it up with a kill onto ZywOo. And this has been such a weird round.
Yeah, Vitality tried to aggress in mid. It's not a bad call. They are on the bonus round. Although you would have expected the MP9 to go up there. It's probably spawn-based, to be fair. They run all the way up mid. There was the player hiding inside a dark. He just swings out. Gets the first kill. JDC answers from long, and it is just like Dexter and JDC. They're the ones who just, they've got all the kills this round. First shutting down the mid aggression, then getting those kills on short, catching Apex in the side of the head for the freebie. But it was the bonus round for Vitality, so they're not going to care too much about it. Apex is going to have to drop the op over to ZywOo, though, because he's not going to be able to buy it. Just the fourth. Their money's actually not going to be in a great spot. ZywOo and dupreeh should be on about 38 each. So it's not great, but Apex can drop the op. That's the most important thing, and dupreeh recovers an M4.
For Mouse, getting themselves onto 10. Now 6 rounds away from a potential 2-0 in a series. And stealing away the spot at the major. In Antwerp, Vitality cannot afford to let this happen. The buy comes back out. ZywOo with the AWP. Fight towards long early once more as well. Lots of utility used so they can get deep control towards the pit and corner. And you can rotate one player off. dupreeh watching middle. The scout of Torzi is up towards top mid. And Dexter walks out with a flash.
Flash into CT does blind him. Flash over mid, but dupreeh spots him right before he gets blind, so he's able to find the kill regardless. Now the one player in pit does have some backup from sight, but Masuda, he's overcommitted towards the top. Instead of tucking away, where his teammates could have supported him with flashes, he's up on the top, and ZywOo needs to react in time. Does land the flick onto JDC. Apex is there to make sure that he doesn't push forward and kill his opper. So with a minute left, Mouse is falling back from long, and if dupreeh doesn't catch this timing, he is going to find it. Going to find one, going to find two. They pick up the gun round, they pick up the answer. So Vitality put us up to 9, and Mouse, the money is okay. They are going to be able to buy, but it's not going to be a great one.
And this is a different dupreeh to what we had back on Nuke. He was isolated a lot throughout that game. Couldn't really find much impact to get into it. Here, he's been a bit of a difference maker for the side of Vitality. He's getting the multi-kills, and he's just being so annoying towards middle. Always making it awkward for Mouse. Torzi consistently on the scout.
Yeah, this is that, like I said, that classic strat where you just keep buying the scout and just go for the tags. I will say it's a little bit different now on new Dust2 though. Like, I don't think it's as viable, because on T side it used to be viable because you could always just post up on the door, you know, shoot through the smoke, make sure no one pushes lower, etc., etc. But on new Dust2, not nearly as viable. Molotov comes in. Should be the flash coming in now. It's Dexter. He actually goes aggressive, and dupreeh just swings out and finds him. It's a free kill.
Trade of nades towards short. Oh, that's a hefty HE. Blows up and deals a ton of damage on the Frozen and JDC. Smoke on the lip. They're going to try and play with this. BMAS is still waiting towards middle as well. dupreeh, he's just watching. Up onto short, through the back of the smoke.
And the execute is going to come in. Rotations are nearby. They have 4 players over here. 3 towards A and 1 close in the door, where dupreeh's going to be able to get that flank off early. BMAS is watching for it, though, so it's going to come down to the timings. Resmoke comes in. I think they're going to try to flash JDC into lower, and Dupree, he goes early, and he is get found. BMass drops him. Only one player in the B site. They know there's a man here in CT. Can JDC win out on his fight? He can. Magisk answers with 2 from B, and Zywoo takes down the lurk. It is just Torshi. He's 11 HP. He needs to find the player inside of the B site. Pre-fire towards the headshot box. Is he going to be at the flick? Lands the kill into Magisk, and the bomb is going to go down. Just 11 HP, but it's the 1 versus 2.
Oh, that's madness. The flick to keep him in it to win it. 11 HP, wide swing round the corner as Mastua's going to be running out through tunnels, and they do take it down. Oh, mate. That round, so push and pull. JDC in a great position towards CT. Wins out on his fight just as Magisk goes huge.
Yeah, the peek from window found both players scaling out of middle, and that's just... Oh, he was there by himself. He was completely isolated. As soon as that player in CT dropped, Dupree dying towards mid doors. That meant Magisk was completely on his own. He was entirely isolated. If he doesn't find those multi-frags, that's round done. Mouse gets into the B site. The post plant's almost impossible to retake B. But he finds the kills, and it's just massive. Absolutely huge performance for Magisk. Cannot state enough how important that was for him to get that multi-frag.
Tech9's doing what they do best. They run into the B bomb site as Dexter will be able to open it up with a tasty little headshot. Magisk, again, a multi-kill. Switches out to the USP, peeking left, peeking right. Apex comes in with a good night uppercut onto Torzi, and they stop it. It looked like it could have got a bit scary. Ooh, a couple of taps from Frozen, but nothing going to go his way. And Vitality now, hyped up, back in control of the game. They've got the lead, 11-10 on Dust2.
And that's why those counter flashes are so important. Apex's flash keeps Magisk alive. Without that flash, the player scaling on platform would have had a free kill onto him. Instead, flash comes in, gets full blind, and then Apex runs over to help. Those rotators, on holding the B site on Dust2, the rotators are play the most important role in that. If you don't have those counter flashes, that presence being shown, you will just drop. As Masuda's tucked away in the corner, they are able to find him actually, and there's 2 for Dupree from long on top of the platform. Elevated position, finding 2 multi-frags. The nade comes in, drops on top of him, and Dupree is still here. He's still kicking, but Torshi kicks back. The op finds the trade, 1 versus 2. He has long control, but he doesn't know if he's being flanked.
1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 versus 2. Zywoo scoped in towards middle. Magisk jiggling, watching for the cross. And Torzi, he's going to wait this one out. See if there's any re-aggression. And also plant the seeds of doubt in their mind. Make them think that he's wrapped off. He's not going for the push towards the A site.
So many mind games come into play here because the CTs, they have to stick together. So you see, they're going to walk through the mid door. They don't want to separate. They know he has the op, so if they just stay close by, any peek where they peek him together should be enough. Now the question here is they're pushing up middle. Do they go for the long flank? Because at this point, Torsi could have gone over to B, right? So going for the long flank here is a bold call because if Torsi didn't leave, or sorry, if Torsi did leave, if he went over towards B, then they're so far away from the retake and they don't know which site the bomb's planted at. But luckily for them, Torsi did go long. Oh, and he's planning on top of the box, and the flank is in, and he is going to drop. Gets the bomb down before he dies. Extra money could make the difference on a buy for this next round. But Vitality, honestly, at that point, it's not even that either one of them played that very well or poorly, or there's nothing like. It's just you're kind of just coin flipping, and Vitality wins out on it. Yeah, look, that bomb plant. It's such a tough buy for Mouse because they can afford to buy the nades, right? They have 3 people who can get the full nade set, full utility. 2 who are going to be lacking a little bit, but you can't get the op out unless... The only way you can get the op is if JDC drops it to Torsi. That's the only way. And then he's glass cannon. And then he has a rifle and no armor. So it's like, do you buy here? Do you take the half? You can't break Vitality's economy. They know that. So it's probably not worth forcing. More likely to see the half buy come out here from Mouse. If they were in a position to break Vitality's economy, that's different. But they're not.
What has been entirely different is just how much of a nuisance Dupree has been. Yeah. Again, there towards long.
They do buy into it.
Okay. So we get the scout on Torzi. AK's across the board for everyone else. Still utility to work with. 3 players in upper tons, 1 lurking outside of the long house, and Torzy just jump spotting on mid. Dupree's playing anti-flash close on middle. Magisk will be there to support. Ooh, they can actually flash Apex out as well if he wants to try and take short control here.
Yeah. So Dupree was just playing close, just listening for the sound cues. If he heard them jumping up onto the box or scaling up short, he calls that out. Pop flash comes in, swing, etc., etc. But he gets forced off by the Molotov, so now they have to play it on their own. They don't have the extra info, so it is just going to be off Apex. Whenever he decides to call for it is when they're going to go in. But JDC's playing anti-flash, and actually so is... Oh, yeah, the swing's going to come out. He actually gets blind. I think that was Dupree's flash in middle that blinded him. But there it is. The answer back from Dupree. Dexter spams him out. So it's 2 on each site, and Dexter, he's pushed all the way out mid, and he's walking up. The player's going to be tucked away towards Car, but he's low HP.
Dexter. Oh. He's going to be spotted as he goes up towards the window. 5 HP taken off him, and ZywOo, he strikes. And strikes heavy. So Mouse now down at a disadvantage. 3 versus 4 in the round. They group up together. They're going to be going up short. Apex, he was watching close towards the smoke. He starts to back off close towards the rice bags. Rotation from Masuta, but he switches off. Oh. He gets killed because of it. There's the follow-up frag from BMAS, and we're into a 3 versus 2.
Such a good call from Mouse to pop through that smoke. I was going to say how important that smoke is from Apex to allow his team to rotate, give them time to come and help him. And Mouse recognizing immediately the dangers of that smoke being there and how they cannot lose this timing. They pop flash through it, they find the double kill, and now for Vitality, this should just be the save. ZywOo was looking for anything towards long. Maybe if they gave him a pick, they go for it. They don't give him anything. They're still playing for short, so this is just going to be the save call. Apex and Dupree are going to need drops, but that's not a problem, especially if Magisk saves. ZywOo with 93. Actually finds a kill onto Frozen too. These guns getting taken out of their hands is significant. Because they don't have a ton of money to play with either.
Can't afford to throw away these rifles. Oh. And nearly everyone goes down. ZywOo also wants to peek off of it, so that's all 3 guns gone.
That is huge. Look at the money for Mouse. 42, 39, 38. They don't have the money in the bank. That's such a good... That's one of those ones where it's a quote-unquote good round to lose, right? If you're Vitality and you're going to lose a round, that's totally fine. You can get the drops out. You still have the full buy. You still have some bank left on ZywOo and Magisk. And also, you have completely destroyed the economy of Mouse.
This is going to be horrific for them. Very bare bones. 5 smokes, a few flashes, and a tad of offensive utility with a double Molotov. Flash out onto long. They're going to go running out through the smoke. Apex, he's firing off a lot of shots and is able to shut down one of them. Quick double up as well from Masuta. And this is not looking good for Mouse. Just Dexter and Torzy left alive, but look where the bomb has fallen.
Yep, bombs down out long. It's smoked off. They have full control of it. They have even more utility to bring over as well. They still have 3 smokes left on the map, the CTs, so they can just keep re-smoking this. That Molly is going to push Dexter forward. He's desperate, and somehow he gets the kill. Oh, if ZywOo missed that shot, that could have been the double for Dexter. But ZywOo, 26 frags in the map now, and he has come alive. After slowing down on Nuke, he is definitely here, awake, and vibing here on Dust2.
And he needed to be. This entire Vitality roster had to wake up, had to snap back into reality. Torzy walking into the scope, and he will be fragged out there by ZywOo. 13th round, locked in, 3 away from taking the second map of Dust2, pushing the series 1-1 and keeping themselves within a chance of making it to the major.
And Masuda just playing anti-flash actually finds all 3 kills as they scale out before ZywOo was able to finish it off. And that trade right there is massive. If for some reason that shot gets missed, Dexter finds him, recovers the bomb, 2v2, tons of time left in the round. Could have been terrible. As now, Mouse is forced onto the eco off the back of that reset. They are going fast out middle. The bomb is there as well, so they're going to go for this. There's 3 CTs inside of the B site, though, and they have utility to drop towards the door, so the split is going to be so difficult.
Mouse have tried to overwhelm the defense of B once before with the Tech 9s. They found a single kill, and that was all they got. It's going to be all she wrote. This time, it's actually the Deagle that strikes, and that's the opening pick for Dupree. He holds. Good cleanup. And it's just on JDC. He's out the middle. He's most likely out of the round as well. Vitality, they're going to be getting themselves a 14th here as Dupree. He charges into upper tons and gets a 4K in the round.
Yeah, he wanted to finish that one off. Finish what he started. Yeah, that's right. Get him going, baby. Get him going. Let's go. Get the hands flowing. Now we are going to see the gun round come out from Mouse. And what's their response going to be, right? What are they going to do? They've tried those pop towards long. Haven't really found success over there. Torsi now with the first op on the T side. Shot through the smoke. Close, but doesn't land. And how are they going to activate him here? What is the play going to be? You see he's holding for the boost towards lower. Flash comes in. It looks like Dexter may have got some information there on the peak. Could have potentially spotted both. Boost is going to come in, and he's waiting for it. And that is a quick shot from Zywoo as JDC jumps up onto his teammate's head. Just that little bit showing over top of the box, and Zywoo was waiting for it, and he nails the shot immediately.
The box cutter himself rips his way through him. Double nade onto the face of Dexter. He is just cutting the air. And you can see the tension in the game now. There's Vitality. They've poised themselves here in the 26th round. This should be a 15th for them, as long as they play it right.
Look at the rotation from Zywoo as well. Immediately moving his op over towards middle. Posted up on the cross, and the player is going to walk right into it. Ooh, doesn't land the tag onto Frozen, though. Thought that one would have hit. Counter nade comes in, and Torsi again. The nades, they're so strong this round from Vitality. So much nade damage done. Apex finds his second over on the A site, and now it is just BMAS. He's behind the short smoke. He's surrounded from all angles. Needs to make a miracle happen with 39 seconds left. This one should be done and dusted. Vitality should be taking us to map point and just one round away from bringing us to that third map decider overpass. And again, the HE lands on top of his head as the in-game leader pushes forward for his third of the round.
Match point here on the second map. They just need one round to close it down. And then we will go to a third and final, a big decider between these two teams. So much riding on this best of three. Elimination or your ticket to the major. And Mouse, it felt like they were going off on an absolute warpath and trying to get a ridiculous upset against Vitality. Now it's them on the back foot, reeling to get back into this.
And the buy's not going to be good for this last round either. Again, the scout on Torsi. He's had lots of scopes this half. It's just, you know, not the op.
No, it's not. It's a shame as well, because the one round he did have the AWP didn't really have any room to flex his muscles.
Yeah. Like I said, it is a classic strategy to just continuously buy the scout. Like it's old school, it's classic. Seen it time and time again. But on the new Dust2, it's just not nearly as viable as Zywoo. Finds the pick on him, trying to get away. And again, Dupree with the AK. How many times this game? T-side, CT side, doesn't matter. He doesn't care. As Zywoo finds his second of the round. Each of them with the double. And now it is just Frozen. 1 versus 5. He has the Galil. He has some nades. But Jack, we are going to map 3.
We are indeed. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. As it is the victory for Vitality. They walk away there with a big win. They needed it. They had to stay alive here in the RMR, Davey. They pushed us to that third map, and that's what it all comes down to now. Just the best of one between these two teams. You're facing elimination or going to the PGL Major in Antwerp.
And what a response from Vitality as well. Not only Zywoo stepping up after Nuke, but Dupree as well. Right there. Matt